My name is Ruth Leggitt and I'm from Malahide, County Dublin. And at the moment I'm searching for investment for a business idea I have for an underwear accessory clip. I applied to the Apprentice purely for the investment. I have a great product and I wanted to work either possibly with Side Bill or with his consultants, and then obviously for the prize money, which is the investment that Bill was willing to give. If I had won the show and won the investment for my product, I think the first thing I would have done was put a very stringent patent on the product. You can patent in different formats, but my product unfortunately could have been easy to copy. So I would have spent the money primarily on patent, and the second thing is getting it out to market, so it would have been probably in sales. The task in which I got fired in was completely my own fault. We did a Unislan application and it was completely wrong. Everything from the name, the application contents, our target market, and I did jump up and down and scream a lot about it, but they just didn't listen. I was against some very strong personalities. They thought they were completely right, and that was it. And then unfortunately Owen decided to leave the task just before we went into presentation, which obviously muddled my brain and muddled the brains of the people that were with me and the other girl that was to present as well. And I slipped the tongue, I just said the wrong thing. They asked me a question and I stupidly answered it, honestly, and I shouldn't have. There are times where honesty is not the best policy, and I learned to my detriment that that was the time. The boardroom's very daunting, actually. You know, I'm not a backstabber at heart, no way. I don't really think this really was for me, because I've been in business and I've been quite successful, so I don't believe that you have to cut throats to get ahead. The boardroom was tough and it was hard, and I'm not the type of person to just go against somebody, and especially when there's a friend involved. And I know they say you don't make friends in business. I do. And I've no problem. I've plenty of friends I've made in business, loads, and I still have them. I've worked for myself for a long time. Sometimes it wasn't planned, it just happened. Other times I put my own shop out there and worked pretty hard in that. So really I've been working for myself for over 10 years and it's been quite difficult. You know, there are days where you made money, there are days where you made nothing. And you know, I haven't had holiday money and pocket money and all this type of stuff for a long time. But it outweighs being told what to do all the time. But yet, actually I'm still a great team player. And when you're in the Apprentice, you have to be a team player, you know. So it's very hard to be a team player and then be a leader, you know, because some people don't want to lead, some people don't want to follow. You know what I mean? So I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. To be a successful entrepreneur, I think you have to keep moving with the times. You gotta read the papers, keep educated, keep educating yourself in the industry that you're in. You need to be on top of your game. You need to keep your eyes and your ears open. You need to delegate. You need to, you know, find your strengths and your weaknesses. If you have a weakness, you bring in a consultant. If you're strong at something, brilliant, great, then move forward with that. But I think an awful lot of people are afraid to ask for help. And asking for help actually is a sign of strength, as far as I'm concerned, because for you to ask for help, you're recognising that you have a weakness. And then the way to get around that weakness is to ask for help, and that's a strength. The advice I'd have for people setting up their own business, you have to have a business plan. You must have a very concise business plan. Listen to people, study it, research your market. Don't do it on a whim. You know, it's great to take chances, it's great to take risks, but if it's going to cost you big, you know, don't do it. If you are going to spend an awful lot of time away from your friends and family, that's going to be detrimental to your health, you've got to look at it. So you really have to look at the pros and cons. Is it going to be something that is going to make you money, give you a better lifestyle, give you some freedom? Then great. If possibly it isn't, then just be careful. Be very, very careful.